activist, an artist, and vital part of Cleveland's community. We're so excited to have her. Welcome to the stage, Aisia Jones! We're real low budget on this show. Sorry.
Hello, everyone. Good evening. All right, so do I just get into it?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it.
Yeah.
Okay, so I wrote up and down, but we're going to talk back and forth. One, I want to say Happy Black History Month to everybody in here. When I walked in here, it looked like you guys have been celebrating already. So yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm supposed to be talking about love, and I really didn't know exactly what to talk about when Dina reached out. Because I can talk about my husband, but he's here tonight, and I really didn't want to embarrass him. Hey, honey.
Hello.
I don't want to embarrass him, but is he looking for some side? Sorry.
You're bad.
I'm not a good Fallon. I'm not a good Cupid. You go back here.
So, yeah, it's February, Love Month, also Black History Month, okay? So I was like, let me not get too serious, right? But the revolution will be televised. I'm gonna say that, okay? Either way, we're here. After my hospitalization in 2025, I noticed an uptick in communication from a friend I've known for a long time, okay? Someone who actually visited me while I was in the hospital. I wish she was here tonight, but she couldn't make it. Still, I want to talk about an experience we shared and how sometimes you just have to love your friends through it all. So we went on a walk at Edgewater Park. We walked the residential streets, we were laughing, and we were walking, we came back, hit the trail again, and it was just a beautiful fall day, okay? We kind of looped around, just really having a good time. It was a great morning. But that morning, before the walk, she brought me an Egg McMuffin. Now, I haven't had an Egg McMuffin in a long time, and it was delicious. Like, we were tearing it up, honey. We were smashing, okay? And then, we did our walk. Now, let me just say this. I may or may not have digestive and gastrointestinal issues. May or may not. So keep that in mind, okay? Because after the sandwich, I felt fine. I really did. I was just like, oh, I'm good. I'm about to get it in. I got a little protein, a little, And then we had already walked 1.5 miles, and then we started to walk toward this gazebo. Now, if you've ever been to Edgewater, you can kind of visualize where I'm going. And she says, girl, I need to use the bathroom. And I was like, at that moment, I didn't feel I needed to go, but I swear the restroom either called my name or began to summon my ass. Pun intended. Okay? From that moment on, from the moment that she said it to us walking towards the actual restrooms, it was maybe like 2 minutes. It wasn't a long time. And within that 2 minutes, something violent began to occur inside of my body. More specifically, Dina, my stomach.
Yeah.
And a deeply unloving explosion at that time was occurring. So I'm walking, I'm squeezing because I'm feeling something going on. All right.
Yeah.
So we made it to the bathroom door. She goes into the stall, and she and honestly, guys, as she goes into the stall and I'm walking, and everything just happened so fast, like lightning speed. Like I kind of want to sue somebody for a reason. That's how fast it was. So I hit the stall door, and that explosion swiftly, aggressively, and unlovingly, I'm using the word love.
Yeah.
That explosion decided to exit. Yeah, it's getting real right now. And explode outside of my body. My pants began to warm and moisten. And I just stood there in disbelief. I was just like, I survived suicide, and this is what my life is like now. That's weird. This is the life.
Yeah.
So in that moment, I felt a bit unloved. By God. Realizing I had just shit on myself on a lovely walk, love, with a loving friend, love, on a beautiful, lovely Father Day, love. See, Dina, I'm talking about love.
You are. I can't tell you how hard I relate to the story.
Yeah. So I'm in the song. I'm just really fighting for my life at this point. I hear her wrapping up. She's like, "Oh, girl, I'm gonna head outside," and I was like, "Oh, hey," and full distress, trying to hide it, But I said, "Hey, I'll be right out. It's nothing. I didn't shit or anything. I'm in my mind. I said it. So now I'm in the stall, baby, and I'm fighting for I'm fucking naked. Babe, I told you this, and it's about to get real. I get naked from the waist down. The panties gone. That's why you haven't seen those when I had.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I love that the story you chose to not embarrass your ass.
Yeah. So I'll never see those panties again. They're not salvageable. Don't ask where they're out. I'm hoping they're burned. The bathroom had freshly been opened, so everything was kind of still available. So it was a lot of toilet paper, those brown bags that, ladies, we put our things in. Those were very much available, and there were a lot of them left, right? So I got in there, and I used the unused bathroom, and then at that moment, I began to feel more loved by God, because I'm like, okay, even though I shitted on myself, you're making it happen that I'm kind of shitting freely. Nobody's walking in here. Yeah. So I take the brown paper bag, put the panties in, and I start to clean myself with my socks. Hey, life is happening here. Okay? Clean myself with my socks, every piece of tissue in the damn stall. I end up having to go to an offer additional tissue, because the tissue is kind of thin. It's not that thick tissue at Edgewater Park bathroom. Okay? So at this point, I'm like, fuck it. I done shit it, y'all. I'm like, fuck it. I feel no shame. I lean into the self-love at that moment. Love.
Yeah.
Right? I walk my naked ass into the other stall and grab all those things. And I'm like, look, it was Nike joggers, okay? It was Nike leggings. I wasn't letting them go. So I'm out. At this point, I'm completely naked, ass, coochie, everything is out. Yeah. Socks are gone, but I still have my shoes, thank God, because there was some still love there. And I wash my joggers in the Edgewater sink. I grab the bag, I go to the sink, and I'm like, this is gonna happen. Like, I can't just stay in here, all right? I fold the leggings, I put them in the bag, and I hold them in front of my vagina. And I take my Nike jacket off, and I wrap that around me. Did it cover much? I don't know, but I believed in that moment, okay? Okay, so I muster up the bravery to walk out. It's like 8:39. We go on walks like 7 in the morning, so we were out already a long time. And my friend looks at me, and she does a double take, like one of those type of things. And we immediately just started to laugh. Yes, I did look like Pooh Bear at Edgewater with my ass and pussy out. And she's like, look, you're not going to be able to walk to the car. So we walked under the gazebo, and we're like I'm sitting at the picnic table. She's like, girl, what you going to do? I'm like, girl, my ass and my pussy out. I don't know what to do. I have this brown paper bag with my leggings in. So she begins to run back. And I'm like, the last thing I need right now with my naked ass and pussy and knees and ankles, I'm probably looking ashy because I had to use the water to wipe myself. So it's a lot of life happening at this point. And then I look up, and this guy, the last thing I need, this guy begins to approach me, and I'm like, fuck, I'm in a very vulnerable place. I'm sitting there, and I'm like, Jesus. I've never prayed that hard and fast. That I think that made me and my relationship with God get stronger because of love. Yeah. So the guy, he's approaching, he's like, oh, it looks like a beautiful day. How you doing this morning? I was like, my husband's on the way. I didn't even look his way. Because meanwhile, I'm completely poo-bearing in Edgewater. Then he asked something about he's admiring. I'm like, my husband's about to pull up. Finally, my friend, who's white and 5'6", doesn't really look like my husband at all, pulls up, and I haul my naked ass in that Jeep. And we're cracking up. So, and then the guy, he's like looking, and I'm like, girl, he think you my husband, so put your arm on me or something. So we drive off, and she's like holding, she's like, oh God, we're cracking up. So at this point, the love for our friendship deepens, okay? Because we drive back over, and she lets me out the car, and then she realizes when she was jogging to my car to drive my car back, she lost her keys. So it got real, and I really wish she was here tonight. But so she doesn't have her keys, and at this point, the love for our friendship deepens. I have a tarp in my trunk, no panties, no pants. I wrap myself up in the tarp, and I start helping her look for. Now at this time, I'm wrapped up in the tarp, coochie out, still smelling a little shitty. You know what I mean? Because how clean can you get at the sink of an egg orgasm? You know?
The question we all ask ourselves.
Now, at this point, this is the look. I'm running, I'm walking around, I'm looking for keys. People, at this point, it's getting early, later in the day, so people put them up. I'm like, hello. Because I don't want to be weird, because I got this tarp on. I don't want to be like, what's going on? So I was like, hey, acting normal, like, hey, I got this little outfit on, And she runs back towards the trail, and I'm still looking under the tarp, and she kind of was laughing hysterically, and she's like, I found my keys. It's because of you and your tarp. And honestly, I say yes, it actually is, because I could have just went home and just left you, but because you stayed with my shitty ass, I'm gonna stay with you. The moral of the story is, if your friend shits on themselves, still love them.
Unfortunately, about 30 seconds for the interview. No. But I feel like the story speaks for itself.
I love it. Anybody shitting on themselves?
Yes. No, I do think, though, the important thing you can take from this, really, is that if you get through an experience of shitting on yourself in public, you can handle whatever mental illness brings your way.
And that's the point. Thank you. I knew you were going to say that. I knew you were going to bring it around.
Yeah, I've digestive issues and I've shit every bathroom you could imagine. And I've told my therapist everything in life. And once I shit in the bathroom in her office before the appointment, it was a bad one, and I didn't realize she was in the stall next to me, and I almost quit her as my therapist.
And she understand that. Those mental issues come through.
Oh, she would understand. She was the one who told me to release, what didn't serve me. I also love that you still wanted to keep up the relationship and had like the ruse on the guy and were like, put your arm around me.
Yeah, I was like,
you were focused on that.
I was like, listen, girl, you're my man today,
Well, I thank you. I don't think there's a story that is more love centric than that.
That's all about love.
We didn't want you to hear you say nice things about your husband. That would have